International Day of UN Peacekeepers naman ang ating pag-uusapan kasama sina Lieutenant Commander Douglas Defeles, Military Staff Officer at Human Intelligence Analyst ng United Nations Multidimensional Integrated Stabilization Mission in the Central African Republic at si Police Major Sancho Celedio, Screening and Deployment Section ng UN Peacekeeping Center. Magandang tanghali po sa inyo at welcome sa Bagong Pilipinas ngayon.
Magandang tanghali. Magandang tanghali, sir, ma'am.
Ayan, sir. Sirs, para po sa inyong dalawa po itong tanong, no? Ano ang kahalagaan ng International Day of UN Peacekeepers para sa AFP at PNP at sa ating mga personnel na nakadeploy?
Speaking for the AFP po, this is a great way to pay tribute po sa ating mga UN Peacekeepers simula nung nag-provide tayo ng peacekeeping missions way back in the 1940s. Marami na po tayong mga good stories about stories of bravery for our UN peacekeepers, and that was noted by the United Nations community. So this is a tribute for them, and we are to show that we are Filipinos are peacekeepers by heart, and we are committed to provide support, especially those countries in need. And in a more strategic way, we are, as you can see, we are rallying for support for international community, especially for our fight for the West Philippine Sea. And with that, our actions in the UN peacekeeping could rally support for that particular cause para sa Pilipinas.
Kay Major siguro, no? Sir, pakikwento naman sa amin kung paano nagsimula yung partisipasyon ng Pilipinas sa peacekeeping efforts ng United Nations.
Thank you, sir, for asking. Actually, storied history po ng peacekeeping ng ating bansa goes long way back nung time na tayo unang pinadala sa Korea with the Philippine Expeditionary Force to Korea. So, at mula noon, nagpatuloy na tayo ng pagpapadala ng peacekeeping troops sa AFP and the PNP. Currently, we are in South Sudan. We have 25 police personnel there at meron ding tropa ang AFP in another country in Africa.
Sir, for the PNP po, no, ano po ba yung mga kwalifikasyon at paghahanda na kinakailangan para maging UN peacekeeper ang isang personnel mula sa PNP, and then later on, sir, for AFP po?
Opo. Thank you, ma'am, for asking. It's a voluntary service, and we ask for volunteers from within the organization sa police service, but they have to pass through certain qualifying competency assessment, specifically on the basic competencies sa policing, report writing, driving, and firearms proficiency. If they pass this, one team from the United Nations headquarters in New York will come over to see if indeed yung na-pre-qualify natin are ready for deployment in UN missions.
Kay Lieutenant Commander.
Yes, sir. For the AFP, sir, peacekeeping is part of our 4 mission areas. Mission area number 2, which is international defense and security engagement, as well as PSO, peace support operations, so that we encourage officers, especially for now, that to undergo these particular courses like United Nations Military Observer Course and United Nations Staff Officer Course in preparation for their interest to become one of the UN military experts on mission. It is a pool of officers that where the AFP will be getting the next candidate for a particular mission. So right now, for the AFP, we do have individual deployments the biggest one would be from MINUSCA, that is in the Central African Republic. We have also from UNMISS and also from UN Military Observer Group in India and Pakistan, that is on UGIP. So we do have a sets of requirements and also sets of regulations that part of that we need to ask for clearance, especially from like human rights and other other government agency to ensure that you are qualified to become one of the peacekeepers.
Dahil international effort po itong international peacekeeping, paano niyo po ikukumpara yung training at logistical support na natatanggap ng Pilipinas dun sa mga taga-ibang bansa?
Well, since this is an international, very specific and very peculiar yung mga requirements nila. So we will be facing not only our operations not limited to within our country, but also we will be working with other nationalities as well. So in terms of training and readiness, we should be trained to how to work with them, and especially in addition to that, we are also given the chance to enroll in a specific language that is necessary in the particular area. For us in Central Africa, we speak French, so we need to somehow learn at some point. And also for the logistics, the UN would provide the requirements for especially for individual deployment. But for the contingent, I think it's Sir can expound it more.
Well, currently we're preparing for deployment for the first time for the PNP Force Police Unit. So yung logistics and is supported by our government, specifically for use in international peacekeeping.
Lieutenant Commander, sir, ano po ba yung impact ng pakikilahok sa UN peacekeeping para sa Pilipinas in terms of international reputation and professional development?
Madam, for the international reputation, as we all know, we have for our predecessors or our forebearers who have served in the UN, we have made a mark as Filipino peacekeepers. We are peacekeepers by heart. So we have served in various missions, and it was noted that in Vietnam, in Haiti, and also in Golan Heights. So yung contribution natin is well recognized, and as we dealt with the international issues that we have right now, so it would be beneficial for us to rally support from the international community, the UN community, seeing that we ourselves are people who go us after peaceful resolution of issues, international issues. So, and for the personal development, being have a chance to work with other nationalities, it's a worthwhile experience, and as well as it's an eye opener that for me myself, I could say I'm proud and humbled that we Filipinos are born in the Philippines, and kumbaga we weren't able to experience what yung mga locals that had experienced there. So yun lang, we should be thankful of what we have here in the Philippines.
Mga sir, as you embark on your mission, syempre it entails some sort of sacrifice. Malayo kayo, tapos baka may panganib din dun sa lugar na pupuntahan niyo. So, paano po, meron po bang incentives yan o mga parangal sa inyo once you complete the mission?
That's right, sir. It does take some sacrifice on our part dahil may iwan yung aming families. Much like an OFW would also be spending time away from their families. Sa amin, 1 year lang naman talaga ang deployment. And once we complete the tour of duty, we are officially received as ambassadors of our country. Have represented our organization and our country in another place, performing official duties. So, currently, we are preparing for the May 29th commemoration of International Day of UN Peacekeepers. So this is one of the many ways that our peacekeepers are honored, and we take time to really honor the service, the sacrifice of peacekeepers and their families who were deployed in mission areas.
Sirs, ano-ano ang mga konkretong hakbang na ginagawa upang suportahan ang direktiba ni Pangulong Marcos na buhayin muli ang aktibong partisipasyon ng Pilipinas sa UN peace operations?
Ma'am, for the side of the AFP, we are preparing our units, especially when it comes to the requirements that were pledged during the ministerial meeting in Germany, where we are pledged to provide a light infantry quick reaction force, as well as the military construction and engineering company. So there are certain qualifications and inspections that should be undergoing, but we ensure that we are well prepared for that.
Ano naman po yung magiging ambag ng AFP at PNP para maging matagumpay yung pagdiriwang ng 2025 International Day of Peacekeepers?
For the AFP po, sir, we have prepared wreath laying as well as the commemoration activities in Camp Aguinaldo. Just for the information of everyone, we have a monument stood inside the Camp Aguinaldo, especially for the UN Peacekeepers. So we'll be having a wreath laying as well as we will be having a program there together with our DFA and the LG that we will be paying tribute to the peacekeepers who have served the mission for the past year.
Sa PNP, sir.
Sa PNP, sir, we are part of the photo exhibit that will also be held on the same day, 29 May. And we've invited our peacekeepers and their families to be part of this ceremony as a way of also honoring their lives and their sacrifices since they were deployed to different mission areas.
Sir, good luck sa mga efforts and thank you for all the sacrifices that you have made for this country. Mensahe niyo na lang po sa ating mga kababayan natin na nakatutok sa atin ngayon. Unahin po natin si Lieutenant Commander Defeles, followed by Police Major Celedio.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our Chief of Staff, General Romeo S. Bronner, Philippine Army, for the opportunity to be able to serve with the United Nations mission. And as well as I will take this opportunity to thank my family, my wife, Aya, and my sons, Drew and Dylan, for they were the ones who have exerted a lot of effort to be able for me to have a successful mission for the United Nations. And for our fellow Filipinos, let us continue to become a peacekeepers in heart and continue to contribute in the arena of international peacekeeping po.
What's you, sir?
Okay, on behalf of our Chief PNP, Police General Romel Francisco Marbil, we would like to invite the public to pray and support our troops, the AFP and the PNP personnel who would be sent to different mission areas. We are preparing for one company, 5 platoons, all women, form police unit very soon. And as we are preparing to do this is our commitment to the pledge of the President to revitalize our contribution in peacekeeping. So maraming salamat po. I'd like to thank my family, my wife who's celebrating her birthday today.
Happy birthday! Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, Lieutenant Commander Douglas Defeles at Police Major Sancho Celedio.
Thank you,
po.
sir.
Thank you, ma'am, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.